My headache just won't go away, no matter what I do.
I'm sorry to hear that. Have you taken anything for it yet?
Yeah, I've tried painkillers, but they don't seem to be helping much this time.
Maybe you're just really stressed out or not getting enough sleep.
I think you're right. I've been working late every night this week, and it's starting to catch up with me.
That's rough. You should try to take it easy and rest when you can.
I wish I could, but there's just so much to do, and I'm feeling overwhelmed.
Have you thought about taking a day off just to recharge?
I have, but every time I consider it, I feel guilty about missing work.
You can't be at your best if you're not feeling well. Your health has to come first.
I know, but I keep pushing myself because I don't want to fall behind.
Overworking is only going to make things worse. Maybe talk to your manager about how you're feeling.
I might do that. I just need to figure out how to bring it up without sounding like I'm complaining.
I'm sure your manager would understand. Everyone needs a break sometimes.
You're right. I'll think about it and maybe draft an email later.
Good idea. And if you need help with anything, just let me know. I'm happy to lend a hand.
Thanks. I really appreciate that. Sometimes just talking it out makes me feel a little better.
Anytime. We're all in this together. How about we take a quick walk outside to get some fresh air?
That sounds good. I think a little break could help clear my head.
Let's go. A short walk might be just what you need to feel a bit better.
Thanks. You always know how to make things seem a little brighter.
He just brushed me off like it was nothing.
That sounds really frustrating. What exactly happened?
I tried to talk to him about how I've been feeling lately, but he barely listened and changed the subject.
I'm so sorry to hear that. Did he say anything at all about what you were feeling?
Not really, he just shrugged it off and started talking about his day instead.
It seems like he wasn't ready to have that kind of conversation.
Yeah, but it's not the first time. It's like he never takes my feelings seriously.
Have you tried telling him directly how that makes you feel?
I have, but every time, it feels like I'm talking to a wall.
That must be really hard. Communication is so important in any relationship.
I know, and I keep thinking maybe I'm just overreacting, but it hurts.
You're definitely not overreacting. You deserve to be heard and respected.
Thanks, I just don't know how much longer I can keep dealing with this.
Maybe it's time to have a serious conversation about where things are heading.
Yeah, I think you're right. I just need to figure out how to approach it calmly.
Take your time and gather your thoughts. You deserve someone who values your feelings.
Thanks for saying that. I really needed to hear it today.
Anytime. I'm always here for you, no matter what.
I appreciate it so much. Let's hope the next conversation goes better.
It will. Just stay true to yourself and don't be afraid to speak up.
I will. Thanks again for listening and being such a good friend.
I can't believe how quickly things can go south.
Yeah, everything seemed fine just last week. What happened?
The project started off well, but then our main client decided to back out.
That must have been a huge blow. How did the team react?
Honestly, not great. Morale really went south after that news.
I get it. Losing a big client can really mess up the plans. Did you have a backup?
We tried reaching out to a few other potential clients, but most of them just declined.
That's tough. Sometimes, things just go south no matter how well you prepare.
Exactly, and now we're dealing with budget cuts and downsizing discussions.
That sounds really stressful. Are there any options left on the table?
We're looking at a few possibilities, but honestly, it's hard to stay optimistic when everything is declining so fast.
Maybe it's just a rough patch. These things happen. You'll bounce back eventually.
I hope so. It's just hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel right now.
Have you thought about taking a step back to reevaluate everything? Sometimes a fresh perspective helps.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I've been so focused on the problems that I haven't thought about the bigger picture.
It might help things not go south even further, and remember, there's always a way forward, even when things seem bad.
You're right. I need to keep my head up and try to turn this situation around.
Exactly. And don't hesitate to ask for help when you need it. We're all in this together.
Thanks. Your support means a lot. I'll keep pushing forward.
Anytime. You've got this, and I know you'll find a way to get things back on track.
I appreciate that. I'll start by revisiting our strategy and see if we can turn things around before they go south completely.
Don't bring it up. It's just going to make things worse.
But how long can you keep avoiding the issue? It's clearly bothering you.
I know, but every time I think about it, I just get so frustrated.
I get it, but pretending it doesn't exist won't make it go away.
I just don't want to start an argument. We've had enough of those already.
Maybe this time it won't be an argument, it could be a productive conversation.
I wish I could be that optimistic, but it's hard when nothing ever seems to change.
Sometimes change starts with a difficult conversation. It won't be easy, but it might be worth it.
I just feel like I've tried so many times, and it always ends the same way.
Maybe approaching it differently this time could lead to a better outcome.
I don't even know what to say anymore. I've run out of ways to explain how I feel.
Sometimes it's not about finding the perfect words, it's about being honest and open.
I'm scared it's just going to push us further apart.
I understand your fear, but staying silent could be doing the same thing.
I just don't want to hurt anyone's feelings or make things awkward.
I think honesty, even if it's uncomfortable, can be the most respectful thing you can do.
I guess I've been avoiding it because I don't want to face the possible outcomes.
Facing the truth, even if it's hard, might be what you both need to move forward.
You're right. I just need to gather the courage to actually say what's on my mind.
And remember, whatever happens, you're not alone in this. I'm here for you every step of the way.
Thanks, it means a lot to know I have your support no matter what.
It's time to come clean about what really happened.
I know, but I'm scared of the consequences.
I understand, but hiding the truth is only making things worse for you.
You're right. I just didn't want to disappoint anyone, especially my family.
They might be upset at first, but they'll appreciate your honesty in the end.
It's just hard to admit that I messed up so badly.
We all make mistakes. What matters is that you take responsibility now.
I've been thinking about it for days, but every time I try, I freeze up.
It's normal to feel that way, but you can't keep carrying this burden alone.
I feel like I've been living a lie, and it's eating me up inside.
Then it's time to set things right, for your sake and theirs.
I just wish I had the courage to do it.
You do have the courage, Jack. You're stronger than you think.
Thanks, Emily. I don't know what I'd do without your support.
I'll be here for you, no matter what happens. You don't have to go through this alone.
I think I'll tell them tonight. It's time to face the music.
That's a brave decision. Just remember to be honest and stay calm.
I hope they can forgive me. I never meant to hurt anyone.
They love you, Jack. It might take some time, but they'll come around.
I really hope so. Thanks for helping me find the strength to do this.
Anytime. You're doing the right thing, and I'm proud of you.
I feel ghastly today. I barely slept last night.
I'm sorry to hear that. What happened? Trouble sleeping again?
Yeah, I kept tossing and turning, and my mind just wouldn't stop racing.
That sounds exhausting. Was it stress, or was something specific on your mind?
I think it's a bit of both. Work has been really overwhelming, and I can't seem to shut off my thoughts.
I get that. Have you tried any relaxation techniques before bed, like reading or meditating?
I've tried, but nothing seems to work lately. I just end up staring at the ceiling for hours.
Maybe you need to take a break from work. It's important to find some time to decompress.
You're right. I just feel guilty when I take time off because there's always so much to do.
You shouldn't feel guilty for taking care of yourself. You're no good to anyone if you're burned out.
I know, but it's hard to let go of that feeling. I always feel like I'm falling behind.
Falling behind occasionally is better than crashing completely. Your health comes first.
Thanks. I really needed to hear that. It's hard to see it that way when you're in the thick of it.
Anytime. How about we go for a walk? Fresh air might help clear your mind.
That sounds like a good idea. A change of scenery would definitely help.
Great, let's get out of here for a bit and take it easy. You deserve it.
I appreciate you being here for me. It makes everything feel a little less overwhelming.
Of course. We all need someone to lean on from time to time.
You're right. I just need to be kinder to myself and not try to do everything at once.
Exactly. Small steps, one day at a time. Now, let's go enjoy that walk.
Let's do it. Thanks again. You're a great friend.
Please subscribe and see you soon.